Okay, what a mess. Sorry about that. I don't know what in the world happened. Let me get this shifted. Takes so much to get everything set up and then it doesn't work. Like I looked up and like the screen was blank. So I don't know. I still don't know what happened. Whew. Okay, so I hope you guys find me again and we can get this done. All right, so I've painted the background this light blue. I'm painting a snowman and I've painted the hat a green color. And I'm going to get some of my darker green and kind of go around the edges a little bit just to give it a little something. And maybe something up here. So I hope you find me again. So sorry about that. Technologies. Anybody feel me on that? It's a mess. I'm just using a darker green right here to kind of put it on the edges just to give it some depth. And then just very lightly like mixing in some of that lighter green so that it kind of blends. It's going around his face. Just kind of blobbing it on. Put some up there. All right, I don't know if I like that. Add some more lighter. So if you have made it back to my second broadcast, say hello. I had some Tennessee people on here a minute ago. Let's see what that looks like. That looks a little better. We were talking about the crazy weather we had yesterday. Man, everything messed up. So I've got light green and dark green, and I'm just putting a little bit of shadow in there. Let's see. I'm going to, hey, Kathy, thank you for coming back. I hope this crazy, I've got a phone and a computer and all the things and a laptop, and I don't know, that has never happened before, but it just completely shut down. I was like, oh no. Okay, so light greens, dark greens, and a very light blue so far, and white is what we've done. I drew it on there. And now I'm going to get orange. This is, well, here we go. This is spiced pumpkin, but it didn't matter what orange, whatever orange makes you happy. I'm going to get this done so I can go plug everything back up. So it'll stop being silly. All right, and I'm just going to fill his nose in with the orange, and I'm using a liner brush. Let's get it filled in there. I like that spiced pumpkin color because it's still pretty orangey, but it's not like UT orange. And I know my Tennessee people know what I'm talking about. If there's anything wrong with UT orange, but you know. So yeah, just fill that in. And you want to give it a little bit of shading as well. So if you just take a tiny bit of black and run it down the side of his nose and then kind of along the bottom. You can pick up more orange and let it kind of mix a little bit if it's too dark. All right, that looks dark to me. I'm gonna blow dry it for a second. Hope everything doesn't fall apart. Yes, not a glaring orange spice pumpkin. Yes. We are UT fans around here, University of Tennessee fans around here, you know, most of the time. But that orange is bright. It's very bright. So a nice spice pumpkin works well. That feels too dark to me. I don't like how dark it is. So I dried it and I'm going to go back over it with the same orange. That darkness is still going to come through because I'm using craft paint. I'm using this Deco Art craft paint. And when it's thin, especially orange craft paint, it's thin. So I'm just going to go, once it's dried, I'm going back over it. So you can see it underneath a little bit, but it's not like a big black line. And I might do the same thing with the greens. You get a little black. It takes very little black, and I generally overdo it. And go around the edge right here. This is black and the lighter green. Just going around the edge just to show some more depth. That looks all right, if I do say so. And then I think I'll do a little around his hat, a little right here in that crease. It's weird because you can look at it like in person and not really see, but I can look at it on camera and see clearly, like see if I need more black or less black or whatever. So when I add that, it really, like, you can really see the shading on it, I think. Did I use black? I used black. You could use brown, but I'm telling, like, when I did it, I'll put this up. Like, I got like a dot of black, and then I scooped up some of this green over here and just kind of mixed it a little bit. You need a very teeny tiny amount of black to make things darker. And if you end up with too much black, like I did on this, on the nose part, you just like dry it, let it dry, and then go back over it with the color, either like the green or the orange. And it starts to look like it's supposed to look. All right, I'm going to take my liner brush, and his eye is just going to be like a parentheses, like half a, well, not half, but, well, I guess half, you know, like a parentheses. And then, so he's supposed to be looking up, and he's really happy. So his eyes are closed, and he's just smiley, smiley. And then his mouth is just a bunch of little, like, circles. And what it's supposed to be coal. So if you're doing this part and it's not a perfect circle, it doesn't matter, because pieces of coal are not perfect circles. They're kind of bumpy and lumpy, right? All right, so there's his little smiley face. Kathy said yes. I was talking about the nose. Okay, good. I'm glad I told you what you needed to know. Let's see. What else should I do to this guy? Do you think he needs some snow? Mr. Snowman needs some snow. I think he might. I also think I might need to add a little something down here to, that's blue, that background color blue. Like I want to darken it up, but I don't want it to be super dark. What if I just get a darker blue? Like I didn't want to put black in that because I just knew it would be too much. All right, let me get this darker blue and see what happens. Maybe. All right, I'm going to get white and kind of smooth that line back out. It kind of rounds his face out a little bit, I think. All right, another, I'm going to give him some snow. So I'm going to use my angle brush. And it doesn't really matter what you use right here. If you just take a brush and just kind of get a bunch of white on it and just kind of, I'm just kind of setting the brush down. I'm blobbing it on there. It looks like there's some snow on the top of his hat. And I was thinking I would put it somewhere else, but I don't know. I do think I'm going to use my favorite snow technique that I've showed everybody 1,000 times, but it's so fun. I just want to do it again. If I can find the brush. Okay. You need a fan brush. If I can get it under the camera right. Fan brush. And you need runny white paint. So cheapo acrylic craft paint is good for this. And then you still need to dip it in the water and kind of water it down a little bit. Like don't dry your brush off, just let the paint get all drippy. And then I'm going to take another brush that's not wet. This is full of water. I hope it turns out right. And just barely tap it. Look at all that snow. Barely tap it. I'm going to go around the edges. Maybe do a space too. But if you like this snow technique, you got to get you a fan brush, you guys, because it just does it the best. And I can't stop. Like I get started and I can't stop because it's so fun and it looks so real to me. All right. How's that look? If I can hold it in the right spot. All right. I'm glad you guys joined me this morning. Kathy, what did Kathy say? What about holly leaves and berries on the right side of the hat? Well, that sounds fun. Maybe I'll try to do that. Let me draw this. I didn't even think about that. Thanks, Kathy. Honestly, I was worried about getting done in case everything fell apart again. On the right side of the hat. So like over here. That's a good idea. Get this dry. You could like I thought about a scarf, but I don't know, one thing at a time. I think what I'm going to do is, because his hat's already green, is I'm going to make these holly leaves with like a turquoise color green. Let me see if I can remember what a holly leaf looks like. I think they look like this. Just using my liner brush. If you hold it like a pencil, you can almost use it like a pencil. There's one. And when you guys give me ideas on the spot like this, it's good, but it makes me a little nervous. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. But I remembered. I'm going to take some white, and that didn't work. And I don't know, just kind of blob in there to give it some something. That's so hard to see because it's so small. I'll hold it up in a minute. And I'm going to I'll use red, I guess. I've got red and pink over here. You put some berries. That red is super thick. I think I might put a little drop of pink in there. Actually, it probably just needs a drop of white. Okay, now maybe this needs, I can't see those. Can't see these things. Ooh, what if I put it? I've got a boatload of paint up there right now. What if they're bright green? All right, that's going to take a long time to dry because it's full of paint. Thank you. Somebody said, I think I'm going to paint this one for my living room. That would be fun. All right. I just blobbed a whole bunch of paint up there. But I hope you guys can see that. I am so sorry about those technical problems I had. I have absolutely no idea what happened. I'm going to go back and try to figure that out. Thank you for being here. My name is Melanie with Untitled Chapter. And I did want to mention one more time that my painting membership is open. It's going to be open for a few more days. Let me do this. Boop. And this morning we painted this fun little wreath. It's got the same colors. That's why I was like, I'm going to do this. And then last week we painted this little guy. And I think I have 17 Hey Rose. It's not telling me your name. But hey Rose, thank you for joining. Anyways, my membership is open for a few more days, and I think there's about 20 painting tutorials already in there. So as soon as you join, there's fun stuff going on. I've got some really awesome ladies in there right now, and I'm really excited for it to grow a little bit more. I'm going to, hey Peggy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to close it probably next week, and then I won't open it up again until, I don't know, sometime next year. I don't know what I was thinking trying to open it right now in this crazy time, but I did. But I got some good girls in there, and I'm excited to teach them to paint. But it just started, so it's a pretty low price. It's $22 a month, or there's a yearly option where you can pay $220. But yeah, that's available if you want to learn to paint from your own home. If you want this kind of deal once a week, I teach in there 3 times a month, and there's some tracers in there, like this one has a tracer. This one I just like showed them how to do it and taught them about how to do some hand lettering with it and all that good stuff. I'm tired. How are y'all feeling? All right, I wanted to mention that, and I wanted to go live with you guys today and teach you a little something. Again, I apologize for the technical problems, and I hope you join me next time. Thank you for following my page. Thank you for being on the Creatives Coast to Coast, if I said it right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for supporting small businesses, and thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. I'm going to get off here and go do something fun. Bye, you guys. Have a wonderful day.